Kishimoto has to be a fan of Bastard Man. It's very, very Naruto. He's like, oh, she did kawamiri something. What's happening? It's just spinning around. This anime is so out of the. The anime is so wacky. That's right, Ninja Master Dragon guy. Are they gonna have a Griffon Dragon fight? Yeah, they're gonna have like a lightning dragon. This is good though. Oh, of course, you can shoot. Oh, Darkseid's my best friend, right? Yeah, he's for fun. Yeah, exactly. He's like, I like Dark Snyder. We're best friends. Exactly. You want to betray them too. Admit it, woman. You also want on our side. Sorrow on us. What's happening? Yeah, he's going Sorrow. He put his sword in his mouth. Here's massive shuriken. Here we go. Sasuke style, baby. This is probably one of the best fights so far in the anime, yeah. Gara versus Nei. Oh, what? He's owned her? She's probably fine somehow. That actually was pretty ninja of him though. Yeah, it's too easy. Illusion man, probably. Kawamiri. Nah, say Kawamiri. Illusion? They're always doing this. No one ever knows how it works, but they keep doing this weird illusional kawamiris. They're very ninja-like, but no one knows how it works. It also might be an illusion, though. Who knows, though? It also might be an illusion, though, because who knows, man? It also might be like Kawamiri, double clown explosive ninja style. They all love to laugh at them. Yeah. He's all laugh too. He also did that. I knew it. He's like, that's a kage and a bunshin. Got him ninja fight, man. He's freaking kage and a bunshin. This is such a narrative fight. Jesus Christ. When he time Bastard, episode 9 and 10. Count Diamond. Yeah, that thing, of course. Talk about the last video, right? So briefly here. Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe it's based on Kiss, but I find it's kind of weird, right? Because okay, so he's based on Count Diamond, but the same thing is like he's almost exactly like the demon in Simmons, and in Simmons even tried to sue him once for that, for stealing his persona or his face paint, right? It's a little bit still you like, I mean, it's like a reference to a reference, right? And yeah, and the author has mentioned Kiss before too. It's kind of like I wish I talked to the author, right? Because I'm just imagining myself at least. Then I made references in games I worked on, right? So like when I win the game and I had reference to One Piece or whatever, right? And usually you have like, here's an ability on this character. His first attack, reference to, you know, Luffy. Second attack, reference to Naruto. That's kind of how you do it, right? Usually, you kind of combine several references or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, imagine him having references to several of them. But anyway, let's put episode. The double wife is got owned, man. Yeah, they just got owned. It's supposed to be about his strength. Yeah, they're the same title, right? You know, it's supposed to be about his strength. No, just own them. That's my waifus. That's my wife's. And she's like, oh, Dark Snyder. And she's so turned on by him. Dark Snyder. Yeah, fuma shuriken. He just kills everyone. But still. I mean, yes, that's a very narrow thing to do too. You try a massive shuriken, but also feel very ninja, right? Bakano! There we go. It's like 4 times anime. Bakano! It's different anime where everyone screams Bakano. He's like, more maiden blood. I love it. He's like, I need the other woman. Yeah, he's got it, man. He's like, oh, another lady. That's gonna make me powerful. Yeah, it's like, I need to suck her dry. That's good. Yoko is always a badass warrior lady, right? Yeah, even though that's good. Even though the hands are. Yeah, you can kick. Like, he looks like a complete psychopath, man. That guy is so evil. That's my woman. It's actually gonna have my babies. Oh, no, she's gonna net the red. No, yeah, no, she's gonna net the red. I got a like Count Diamond. I just oh, his flexes, yeah. Look at my ass, boy. That can't hurt me. I got muscles, yeah. I love him. He's like, yeah, look at my abs. Look how much abs I have. It would never work. Instead, he flexes his pecs. I love Count Diamond, man. It's like, oh, I'm so muscular. It makes me thunder immune. They laugh at each other. Well, you got an arm actually. But I mean, it's like it's the second time that Lucy or Dark Snyder Lucy does an armor. It's the second time. He's probably just like, yeah, whatever. I can heal it, right? I do love his voice actor though. Yeah, I mean, it's just a classic evil voice actor. Lars stole something from us. Lars. Girls. Yeah. Love that. I love the guy with the clown, crossing the clown hair, you know. Yeah, beautiful. He's supposed to be very powerful. He hasn't done much, you know. Finally, she's gonna do something right. Yeah, he's like, man, they got a similar personality, those two guys. Yeah. They're kinda similar, yeah. It's like illusion magic or something. Yeah, Count Diamond. Yeah, it's Yodo. What's happening now? What's happening? It's just spinning around. This anime is so out of the. The anime is so wacky. It just spins around like it's, yeah. What's happening? What is happening? It spins around and everything is killed. Oh, this anime is so crazy. Like, what's happening? My God. He obviously aimed behind him on purpose. Classic anime strategy, you know. The sun, right? But is he like a vampire? I don't know. He's like a. I don't know. He's like a man. I guess he is a typical vampire. Yeah, I guess so. He had a huge weakness though. He was a very basic vampire. He died immediately from sun. That's not even like some vampires can survive sun sometimes, depending on story, you know. But yeah, in some storylines, the stronger vampires can at least survive the sun for like a minute or something. He died in like a second, so the vampire. Yeah, in this world, vampires, the sun weakness is incredibly powerful. No, so he isn't dead yet, okay? Okay, good, because like I said, if I did it too easy, right, if he would die immediately from sun. Yeah, I feel a little boring if he would die so easily. Right? Being the strongest vampire, he should be able to survive. Weird slave magic. Yeah, he's gonna enslave. It's a weird slave magic. If you can't smash them, you're gonna enslave them anyway. Snyder! She's the one that's free, you know. You're gonna net her, yeah. Ah, Dark Snyder! Yeah, I mean, she's the one that, you know, he's gonna give him a hug, right? That's good, you know. She gotta take a chance to get a hug or kiss something, yeah. Yeah, she's bleeding like one little. He just net her. He's like, I got 3 wives. Gonna. Who is she? Dare! Here we go. Is that your wife? Yoko's my wife. Yeah, here we go. Dare! Yeah, here we go. She's the mother of my children, yeah. Hey, is that me? Goddamn horror anime. What about you call me beautiful? Yeah, what about you red 6? Huh? My God, what a horror anime. You're the one that had me in the bedroom, yeah. Exactly, I accept because you wanted it. Good, because he's technically right, yeah. She was the one that come on to him in the bedroom, yeah. You're the one that wanted it, yeah. She's obviously gonna betray him too. Obviously, Nate-sama, Empress Nate, the sexy dark elf, will also betray them. Like, oh, they're all gonna betray. They're all gonna sleep with him and betray them. Yeah, and she was, you know, this is like, she's been in love with him for years, right? On the same side. I like the guy's. His name is Abigail, right? Yeah, he's clearly correct though. He's like, I don't trust you for a second, woman. Yeah. I agree with him. I also would be like, why would I trust you for? Because you're the most obvious betrayer, right? Like, if someone's gonna betray us, it's probably gonna be you. Yeah, your older ladies betrayed you. Your female army betrayed you. The episode's kind of wacky, man. The episode's kind of wacky. Yeah, there's also a spin attack. It's like spinning around with laser beam and so on. Wacky fight, man. But certainly, I think here, the episode was good, but I think it felt slower. I think last episode was true as well. I think the 2 last episodes been. I felt this like counted demon arc. When I pronounce it, counted the eye mod, whatever. In my opinion, a bit slower, right? I feel the 5% slower, and. One reason why I felt like a One Piece episode, you know, with all the reaction faces, right? When he doing this thing, and then when Dark Snyder transforms, we see all the wives being like, Dark Snyder! And then we also see the clown guy being like, Dark Snyder! So it's like 10 people are gonna have a reaction face. So it's a little slow paced, I felt. I definitely feel more slow paced, these 2 episodes here. Very confusing how the vampire works though. So he immediately dies from the sun, but of course doesn't die there, in the bath instead with his next, I guess, save life or whatever. Yeah, all this, I mean, it's any fantasy, right? We have a vampire, because vampire is one of the most common monsters, right, in fantasy. And especially today, way after this was produced, right? With, you know, Buffy and Twilight and everything, you know, vampires are very popular, right? But, so the whole rule of how does a vampire die or whatever is certainly different, right? Castlevania are different and so on too, right? Yeah. So it's certainly different. So every fantasy has the same kind of, like, you know, Usually the same fundamental weakness, but obviously different how it actually affects them, right? So it was kind of confusing. It was a little confusing here how he's like immediately dies from the sun, right? I said immediately dies. Whoever the bat form is like its second life, right? And the bat can fly in the sun, like that. I don't like that. Yeah, I think if he's a vampire, dies in 1 second from the sun, right? The vampire bat should also be sun weak, in my opinion, right? To be like consistent. He could still have the extra life point as a bat, right? But he has to escape to die from the sun as a bat and then fly to his coffin, right? To get his life back, basically. I think it doesn't make any sense he can fly out in the sun here. So that was weird to me. But yeah, obviously Dark Snyder kind of took him over instead with the blue nade spell. And going into nade and I was getting the same thing, right? But I felt the rules were kind of strange here. Yeah, like why is the vampire bat not sun weak then? It should be equal. The hand is very horror. But what I liked about this thing, right, and one of the anime is a little better than most horror, is that the guy actually smashes, right? You know what I mean? For example, tomorrow, I believe it is, we have this, my sister is also my sister's my girlfriend or whatever, yeah. My mom and my sister, I'm dating my mom or whatever, yeah. We have this ex-mom, girlfriend, anything, right? It sounds like a light version of the Domestic no Kanio. But one thing that I commented, why I like Domestic no Kanio, you know, Domestic Girlfriend, is because that main character, right? There's so many animes, so many horror animes, right? When they're dating 2-3 girls and they're fighting and so on, they're my family. But in Domestic no Kanio, the main character actually, you know, has intercourse episode 1. He smashes, you know, his, you know, the stepsister immediately. Right? He actually does it, yeah. Yeah, before the parents get married, but still, yeah, before they know the parents get married. I love that anime because there's just a tone that actually is a much more, you know, serious horror, so to speak, right? The same thing here, right? This is why this anime fits better too, because he actually did smash one of them, you know what I mean? Yeah, it isn't the horror thing where the main character talks all badass and never actually does it right. So it's much preferred this anime. Even if you didn't see them very graphically, we know he actually, you know, scored right. And I think that is so much better, man. I wish so much more horror animes actually would have the main character actually scoring, you know. Especially the one where it depends on how the main character is, but the main character is very, like the Snyder, they're very, you know, oh, I'm badass, I'm cool, you know, I smash around, you know. Then they better do that right. There's too many horror animes where the main character acts like Dark Snyder, you know, kind of a, you know, badass guy or one, has 10 ladies, right, but never actually does anything with it, you know. It feels so ridiculous. So this makes this horror seem much better here, right? Because at least it makes sense that Sean is somewhat in love with him, because they still did, you know, have sex, right? So yeah, her having romantic feelings for him makes a lot more sense, right? Than in most horror animes, yeah, because she actually did, you know, do the art. Obviously, Dark Snyder's gonna give her a heart. He's gonna be like, here's my heart, girl. He's gonna take out the heart, right? Obviously, Dark Snyder's gonna be like, here's my heart, girlfriend, right? Man, this guy is so evil. The man ain't evil, yeah. He's very, very iconically evil, yeah. It's like, she could like Griffon instead. I mean, Gara had Lars the Dragon, right? She could have Griffon, so why not? Why not? He's really, really ain't evil, man. And Kazu was like, yeah, whatever. That guy's like, Rah! He stabs her like, yes, good. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I guess you're right. He's just so like super absurdly evil. Oh no, the wife was gonna leave. Dark Snyder, I love you. Oh, Shoujo-san. Yeah, Dark Snyder. He gotta get a little, gotta grab her ass, right? You know. Oh, it's gonna be a perm, and they're gonna smash her too, though. Yeah. And she's like, please help, Nay. He's obviously gonna smash her as well, right? He's obviously gonna get laid, right? Yeah. Man, she knew he was a bastard, he smashed her. Well, I mean, the anime is called Bastard, right? Yeah. She knew that he smashed her for the fun of it. Yeah. Don't forget about me. A poor girl, she accepts that she doesn't love her back, you just did it for the fun of it. Yeah, see, I love you, but poor girl, she just, I love you, but yeah, I guess you just slept with me because she wanted to sleep with me. Actually, don't make girls cry, yeah, she's like, you bastard, you're the main character, that's a weird fourth wall jokes, yeah. You're the main character, supposed to be nice to girls. So Gara comes on a weaver now, you know, it's like, again, this guy isn't a dragon, sorry, he's not a ninja, I mean. This guy isn't a ninja, he's like, oh, throw my shuriken on my weaver, and this guy is a monster tamer as always, yeah, ha ha ha. That's right, the ninja master dragon guy. Okay, sure. And she's probably coming her Griffon right. It's actually pretty cool now. They're gonna have a Griffon dragon fight. Yeah, they're gonna have like a lightning dragon. This is good enough. Oh, of course, she can shoot lightning through her sword. Traitor! He's like, come on. Come on, Darkseid's my best friend, right? Yeah, it's like, you idiot, you're a traitor. Nah, come on, he's like my friend. Exactly, you want to betray them too. Admit it, woman, you also want on our side. It's the other character fight too, right? That actually have powers. Because all the characters just kind of get owned when they fight, but no, they actually have pretty good ninjas or bracket being narrators. The ninjas are always like, oh my god, it's the legendary dungeons, Rayakin! They have like a gene or something then? Ifrit and Jin, right? Probably like a lightning gene instead of it. Going Sorrow on us, what's happening? Yeah, he's going Sorrow, he put the sword in his mouth. That's kunais there. It's massive shuriken. Here we go. Sasuke style, baby. It's probably one of the best fights so far in the anime, yeah. Gara versus Nei. Whoa. What? He's owned her? She's probably fine somehow. Actually, it was pretty ninja of him though. Yeah, he like... Yeah, it's too easy. Illusion man, probably. Kawamiri. Nah, say Kawamiri. Illusion? They're always doing this. No one ever knows how it works, but... They keep doing this weird illusional Kawamiris. They're very ninja-like, but no one knows how it works. Oh, not Gara. They also might be an illusion, who knows though. They also might be an illusion though, because who knows, man. He also might be like Kawamiri, double clown explosive ninja style. It's very, I mean, Kishimoto has to be a fan of Bastard Man. It's very, very Naruto. He's like, oh, she did like Kawamiri something. But how does it work? Like, the anime never explains how anyone does this stuff though. They just have illusion and replacement magic. Body swapping. Kawamiri, right? Come on. See, he's on left too. He also did that, I knew it. He's like, that's a kage and a bunshin. Goddamn ninja fight, man. He did a kage and a bunshin, of course. This is so Naruto. Kishimoto has to love this anime. I mean, or manga, whatever. Yeah, Gara is focused on. What is Gara doing? Why did he flex off his armor for? This anime. Why is anime? Why did he flex off his armor for? Suddenly he flexes off the armor. Why? No, I mean, sure, it's like lightning ability, but this just looks so absurd. This is like, yeah, suddenly it's like a lot of topless Gara, so why did he do that for? I understand why, because of the lightning conduction or whatever, but it just looks so absurd, man. All you can is like all of them. But does every clone produce the same ability then? How does this work? Yeah, but now he has 2 arms and it clones. Does the clone count? Of course we survive because Darkseid has to fight her, but see if we somehow survive this thing by being a badass babe though. Yeah, it's fake. Damn it. What break the man? But it's probably a gene in her sword, right? I mean, if it has to be a gene, right? I'm guessing gene in her sword. Actually broke her sword, but still. There's like a magical lightning sword. Sword is a lightning sword. Her sword can just be a lightning, right? It's a lightning sword. God damn it. It's probably turn into a lightning sword. But I don't know what's a perfect world by releasing the goddess and the kill everyone. Yeah, what's it perfect for? Yeah, see, he's like, I don't care about your utopia. It's stupid. I don't really care about that. Yeah, it's just stupid. Yeah, he's want to fight people. Yeah, he's the Carpaccio of that. I mean, no, I see. I just have to fight people. I don't care about the stupid utopia shit. It's so stupid. Yeah, like this sword. Come on, it's so obvious. Like, am I the only one? Like, come on. Yeah, it's gonna turn into a lightning sword, right? Jesus Christ. It's the most obvious thing ever. Here we go. It's gonna be a lightning sword. I keep saying this for like a 10 minutes now. It's like a lightning sword, right? Oh no, not the Muramasa blade. Or at least it goes through it, I guess. His body's him student. Yeah, Gaara's him student. Man, yeah. Could it be Dark Snyder? Yeah. Maybe someone else. We eat it for nice combat. It's probably Dark Snyder, right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it stands. Looks badass. Yeah, this was, I would say easily, right? Easily by far the best fight so far in the anime. Seeing him coming in, right? First it starts really cool, right? When he's flying on the Wyvern and she's like coming from a Griffon and he can attack him and they start fighting in mid-air. And then they started fighting on the ground, on the bridge, and then the 2 pets, the flying dragon things, started fighting, right? So they had like the sky button next to them. And then Gara like tricks her and used that as well and so on. So she was awesome, man. I mean, the first thing I have to say, right? I kept saying the rest part too, but holy shit, man! Come on, this has to be that Kishimoto is a big fan of this manga. Holy shit, man! Not only this guy called Gara, right? You know, from Gara, obviously a very classic Naruto character by now, right? But the way he fights too, I mean, it's almost a ninja thing, but still he has like the kage and the bunshin, she has the kawamiri. I mean, this felt such like a Naruto fight. It was Naruto, right? This fight was a Naruto fight. Yeah, she's like, aha, you tricked. No, that was a kage. Yeah, she owns him, right? But then this is a shadow clone. He's like, haha, that was a clone, right? And the scene before that, he cut her, right, in two. And then there was a goblin. She did Kawarimi, right? She did the Naruto Kawarimi when it explains, you change place, right? With another person orbit, right? Yeah, so she changed place with the goblin, so the goblin died instead, right? That's straight up a Kawarimi, body replacement, right? Yeah, and he's doing the classic Kage and the Bunshin. That's just a fate, like a shadow clone. So, I mean, it's so Naruto, holy shit, man. But it was a great fight. It was by far the best fight from an actual... Up with 7 Kage and 6 Kage and a Bunshin wind attack, right? Unfortunately, they were, illusional Bunshins, so their actual attack didn't count as damage, though. Yeah, it's just like, it looks like 6 wind attack. But still, I mean, it's so Naruto, right? And then, of course, she followed it up by having a lightning sword. As I, of course, corrected, her sword was gonna be pure lightning and cut through his sword, right? That also felt very Naruto, right? Oh, our medical sword, so you can't block it. Or something, yeah, it's like, oh my god. But this anime is so good to this kind of thing, right? It's so classic anime. How he's just like, oh, let's fight for real. And he flexes off his armor. I love that, yeah. BAM! Yeah, and he goes out there. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it was hot, man. And then everyone standing there cheering and so on the split bar right there. But seriously, this is probably the best. This is by far the best fight scene. Arguably the best episode so far. I think from an Ash standpoint, the best episode, right? But I think it's so interesting, genuinely interesting. I'm gonna go now and Google this stuff. Interesting how this really feels like a typical Naruto fight, right? And with the guy named Gara. And obviously, this anime is like 20 years, or manga, I mean, at least like 20, 15 years older, right, than Naruto. So it certainly feels like this is what Kishimoto as a kid, right? He's like, oh, I'm gonna make this into an anime or manga. This is gonna be the core of my manga, right? But yeah, there was much. I mean, the older fight with Dark Snyder is more like, they're more over the top, right? OP, he's like, mega death, and everything explodes, So they are good in another way, right? They are good more in that, if you compare it to modern animes, the Dark Snyder fights, they are more good in that, OP fantasy, right? The OP isekai with the main character, like, Rimuru, whatever, right? When it's like, I have genocide, super magic, and everyone dies, you know what I mean? It's more like that, right? Where this fight was more, the shonen protagonist fight, right? Where they kind of teleport around, the tricks and do clones and have, fake swords and this sword, this thing happening, and have their pets fighting. So this felt a lot more like a shonen fight, right? typical Naruto, Bleach or whatever, right? Where the Dark Side fight usually, they are more, he's super OP and just owns everything. And just flexes. Like they find Ifrit guy, and, Pretty Shida is like, use ice magic. No, that's for losers. More fire! So there's a very different kind of fighting, right? Yeah, the Snyder fights are more just being top dog battles, right? It's like more comedically, I am the strongest person ever, right? With the Saitama or whatever, right? Where this fight was much more like, more like an actual fight, I guess. But honestly, kind of comparable to One Punch Man, because obviously I love One Punch Man, and obviously Mob Psycho coming in 3 months from now. But like in One Punch Man, right? The same thing there. The Saitama fights are kind of like Dark Side, right? He wins easily, right? He wins easily, and it's more comedic, right? It's over the top, it's comedic. Where the other fights, with like Genos, Movement Rider, whatever, the other fights, right? In One Punch Man, they are more like actual, shonen, like this combo I'm gonna avoid that. Yeah, they're more fights, right? Yeah, they're more like fights and interesting on strategy or whatever, right? And as a town fighter, it's like comedic, right? Yeah, I think very similar here to think about it, because Dark Snyder fights they're not as fast, right, as Sama fights, but they're kind of similar, right? He can't lose. He has the greatest spells ever. No one can really touch him, right, when they actually fight him. So far at least, he owns everyone super easily, right, basically, right? So yeah, like it's just it's more on like comedic level, right? Definitely. But it was like really good episode. Freaking awesome episode, really good episode. Especially fight about. But it is cool, you know. And this again by Nei, badass chicks, right? Freaking awesome anime. Anyway, guys, please subscribe to episode 1. See you guys with more Bastard coming up this week. And now we can go over and watch the new harem anime, right? Which I think looks pretty good. Again, for a harem anime. So lower expectations as possible, but you know, for a harem anime, it looks very, very ecchi, right? Like, it looks more ecchi than this anime, right? You know, it looks very, very ecchi. And who doesn't like that, right? So, see you guys and have a great day.